this session, we will be solving some questions of statistics that will be useful for CSIR NET and various other examinations. Let's begin. What is the 50th percentile of the numbers 9, 5, 11, 3 and 2? Percentiles are values of data which divide the whole set of observations into 100 equal parts. There are 99 percentiles giving 99 dividing points. Symbolically, value of percentiles are denoted by capital P1, P2 and up to P99. To find out percentiles, generally the data is arranged in ascending order. For calculating P1 to P99 for individual and discrete data, we use following formula. Pk is equal to size of k multiplied with in brackets n plus 1 by 100. As a result, we will get the position of the observation, and that will be our answer. For the given question, arrange the data in ascending order, that is 2, 3, 5, 9, 11, and now calculate the position of the observation. So we will put the values in the given formula. After the calculation, we have found that the third observation, that is 5, is the 50th percentile. So answer is 1. Next question. For 99% confidence interval, the value of y bar can be represented as: a confidence interval is the range of values you expect your parameter to fall in if you repeat a test multiple times. For example, Becky sells homemade muffins and she wants to check the average weight of her baked goods. She found that 99% of her muffins weigh between 121 and 139 grams, while one muffin came out of the oven at a whopping 160 grams, much bigger than expected. The 99% confidence interval of Becky's muffins weight is in the range of 121 to 139 grams. And so when selling muffins, she can be 99% sure that any muffin she baked weighs between 121 and 139 grams. But 1% of the time, she might accidentally produce a large sized muffin or a tiny one. So in other words, a confidence interval is a range of values we are fairly sure our true values lies in. With a 99% confidence interval, you have a 1% chance of being wrong. Plus minus 2.58 of standard deviation covers the 99% data around mean. You can check the given table here for the data. If your data follows a normal distribution, or if you have a large sample size n is greater than 30, that is approximately normally distributed, you can use Z distribution to find your critical values. So for 90% confidence interval, the Z statistic is 1.64, for 95% it is 1.96, and for 99% it is 2.57. If you are using a small dataset which is less than or equal to 30, that is approximately normally distributed, use T distribution instead. Next, the statistical test which can be utilized to validate the statement, people having high cholesterol suffer more from hypertension. So in this case, the answer is Pearson correlation coefficient. The Pearson correlation coefficient is a measure of linear correlation between two sets of data. The t-test is any statistical hypothesis test in which the test statistic follows a student's t-distribution under the null hypothesis. Regression analysis is a set of statistical processes for estimating the relationship between a dependent variable and one or more independent variables. An ANOVA, that is analysis of variance test, is a way to find out if survey or experiment results are significant. Next, a sample is in normal distribution ranging from mu minus 1 sigma to mu plus 1 sigma. The data in range would be, in normal distribution, the empirical rule, that is 68, 95, 99.7 rule, tells you where most of your values lies in. Around 68% of values are within one standard deviation from the mean. Around 95% of the values are within two standard deviations from the mean. Around 99.7 of the values are within three standard deviations from the mean. So in this case, the answer would be answer 3, that is 68%. Next, in which case statistical approach analysis of variance can be applied? After reading all the options, the answer is answer 1. That is, productivity of lake is not significantly different from other 5 lakes. Analysis of variance is a tool to compare the means of several populations based on random independent samples from each population. It provides a statistical test to determine if population means are equal or not. In the option 1 of the given question, we have to compare mean productivity of 6 different lakes. So that is the answer. Next, which of the following statements correctly refer statistical parameter mode? So from the given answers, it is answer 1. Most of the insects mature on third day of development. The mode is a statistical parameter that represents the values that appear most frequently in a given data set. In this case, in option 1, the statement mentions that most insects mature on the third day of development, indicating that the third day is the mode or the most common day for maturation among the insects.